Hello students, today we will learn about the set theory. What is meant by set? Set is a group of elements or object, and this well-defined object should be well-defined. That well-defined object are also known as elements or members of a particular set. Means these elements may be anything, that is numbers or letters of alphabet, like anything. So I will write here a set, but before that we should know how we can represent the set. There are two methods for representation of set. First one is a roster or tabular form, and second one is the rule method or set builder method. So I will write here a set, that is set A is a set of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is a tabular form. Here we are listing all the elements carefully within a curly brackets, and also I am giving the comma. That comma helps you to separate the two elements. So here this is a tabular form where we are listing the all element of set A. Now how we will write with the rule method or set builder method. The name rule describes you that what rule we are following while the listing this element. So while writing using rule method, I will write like A is equal to, we have to use curly bracket also here, x, where this is x, and now I will write it like x, where x is even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 all are the even numbers. So x is a even number and x is greater than 0 and less than 12. So by using this rule we can get the even numbers that are between 0 to 12. So it is true now that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are greater than 0 and less than 12, and all are the even number. So while writing the set using the rule method or set builder method, we have to find the common characteristics between this element, and we have to write it like this. Okay, so I think you got what I want to say. Now there are various types of set. First we will learn about finite and infinite set. Finite and infinite set. Finite set is the set in which all the elements are countable. That we can say directly that there are total 10 elements or there are total 100 elements in a particular set. Then we can say that that particular set is finite. That is, this type is depend on number of elements in the set. An infinite set is the set in which we cannot say how many elements are there. For example, infinite set is a set of integer. The set of integer starts from 0 and ends with dot 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 dot. We cannot predict how many elements are there. The next type is null set. Null set is a set which does not contain any element. So we can write the null set as like this. You can see these curly brackets are empty because nothing is there, and we represent the null set with the 5. Now the singleton set. Singleton set is the set which contain only one element. That is, we can say that S is equal to A, where A is only one element, so we can say that S is a singleton set. Then next term is a subset. If there are two sets, A and B are two sets, and if A is a subset of B, we will denote like using symbol this. A is a subset of B, then we can say that all the elements of A are also present in B. Then we can say that A is a subset of B. For example, set A is as written above: 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and set B is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the elements of set A are present in B, so we say that A is a subset of B. Also, we have to check a belongs to sign. When any number or any element is a member of particular set, then we can write like 2 belongs to A. This sign is known as a belongs to. And when particular element like 3 is not belongs to A, so we can write 3 does not belongs to A. It's something like curvy E. This is does not belongs to. So 3 is not belongs to A and 2 is belongs to A. All the elements of A are present in a B, so A is a subset of B. Also, when both set contain same element, for example, if A is equal to 2, 4 and B is equal to 2, 4, both have same elements, so A is also subset of B and B is also subset of A, because all the elements of A are present in B and all the elements of B are present in A. So these two sets we can write it like this, that A belongs to B, A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. And when this happen, we can say that these both sets are equal sets. When A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, we can say that these two are the equal sets. Then a number of subset. Next point is number of subsets. If our set contain n element, then possible number of subset of any particular set is equal to number of subset is equal to 2 raised to n. How? I will show that. A is equal to 2, 4, 6. Consider it. Then how many number of elements is there? Number of elements is shown like n of A. So number of elements is equal to 3. Now according to our formula, 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. So we have to form a set such that they are subset of A. So first I will write subset as 2, 4, 6 by following the above rule of equal set. Then I will write 2, 4, 6. Then I will write 2, 4. Then 2, 6. Then 4, 6. Okay, how many elements we got? Subset we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And don't forget to write the empty set, that is a 5. So that empty set or null set is also subset of this A. So how many subsets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 subsets are present there. So we can say that the formula for number of subset is equal to 2 raised to n, where n is a number of element in a particular set, is proven here. Now the superset. If superset is exactly opposite to subset, when A is a subset of B, then we can say that B is a superset of A. So when you want to write B is a superset of A, you just have to oppose the sign and write it like this, that when A is a subset of B, then B is a superset of A. Then a proper subset. When A is a subset of B, we can say A is a proper subset of B if there is at least one element. There should be at least one element which belongs to B but not belongs to A. I will repeat again. A can be seen, A is a subset of B, and if we want to check whether A is a proper subset of B, then there should be at least one element in B which does not belongs to B. Means when A is a proper subset of B, then A and B should not be equal set. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this 5 does not belongs to A, so we can say that A is a proper subset of B. And proper subset is shown with the sign as. So when you want to write a proper subset, just forget this underline and write it like this. Then the universal set. Universal set is a set. Universal set. Universal set is a set under a consideration. When we are thinking about anything, then all the sets under investigation are likely to be considered a set of particular set. That we are, if we are thinking about the number, then all the numbers present in this universe are the universal set. So I will like to tell you one more thing, that is power set. So I have written here lot of things, so I will write here power set. Power set is of any set is a set of all the subsets of that particular set. Power set is a set which is a set of all the subset of a particular set. This is all the basic concepts of set. I will teach you some more concept in my next video. Thank you.